What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron, and today we're going to do a best ball fantasy football draft. I got my boy Huss. He's joining us today for the third installment of his series for school, recording a little project for the boy.
Yes,
Let him know what's
sir.
up.
We're waiting for two people right now, so it's going to be a quick little intro. A short little best ball draft that we're doing here, hoping to get some content out for you guys.
And the way that best ball works, for those of you guys out there that don't know, before we get into this draft, I'll let you guys know. Best ball, you draft, and then you don't really have to do anything past that. That's why these are pretty fun to do. Like, what is it? March at this point. You don't have to set the lineup. You draft, and then the best lineup gets used every week for scoring. And then you just tally it all up at the end of the year, and that person wins. So it's a really easy way to play redraft without having to do waivers, trades, anything like that. So we're going to get into this best ball here. I'll come back to you guys once we're in the draft. We're waiting for two people. And I'll see you guys when we get there.
Niggas wanna bring guns to the rumbles, but I love y'all souls. Don't let the juice spill pop, blue pill pop, till you feel good enough to pop the pop bitch in the Blue Hills yacht. That one.
Kick off.
Wow. All right, we're in here. Hussimo at the 101,
Oh,
baby.
shit.
This is, for everyone that doesn't know, this is Hussimo's not only his first best ball draft ever, but it's also his first this is probably the first time you've even looked at a draft board for seasonal since August.
Right. Where's the timer at? I need to get that out of the way. On the right side. All right, I got 20 seconds.
Sir. 20 seconds for the start, and then you got a minute to pick.
No crazy picks here. So you're saying QB super valuable? If
QB,
I were to go,
yeah. I was going through with Hussimo how these work. I know a lot of you guys out there.
I got 8 seconds.
Super up to date with. No, you don't have to take QB in the first round in a best ball.
Okay. How do I pick this guy up?
Little Christian McCaffrey speed pickup.
There we go. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the right answer. But yeah, so then all these guys are ordered by ADP as well. So as long as you stay within the boundaries of ADP, you're not going to do anything too wild.
We were starting to get into the whole best ball talk, and I just kind of ripped Christian McCaffrey because that's never a bad answer, honestly. But
McCaffrey's never a bad answer. All right, so we got McCaffrey, Cook. The top four spots are very weird to me. I'd probably go McCaffrey, Cook, Saquon. I hope this guy goes Kamara, because to me, where it gets dicey is after McCaffrey, Cook, and Saquon, because Kamara, I'm not sure I love Kamara with who do they have now? Damn.
Okay.
Doing me dirty with that. Henry, Kamara, because I was going to say Kamara, I'm not a huge fan of what's going on with Jameis Winston.
But Kamara's been consistent for the past years, dude.
I have no other choice but to take Kamara. It's just that Drew Brees, his whole thing, because he's this super immobile guy. Not that Jameis Winston is that mobile to begin with, is that mobile to begin with. So he's also a stationary QB, but he's such a fuck it, I'm just gonna throw it 40 yards down the field kind of guy. Yeah, that Kamara might get kind of lost in the shuffle there at the line of scrimmage. And that's a huge part of his production. He had 80 receptions the past 4 years or whatever. So it's Kamara is somebody that's kind of moving down. But when you look at these RBs at the top, it's very hard to take anybody over him. I wouldn't take Henry and I wouldn't take Aaron Jones over him, but just kind of an ugly pick, I guess.
All right. So now that we have some time here because of my next pick's at the 212, you're at the 209. Just go through best ball because I know we were planning on doing that real quick.
Yeah, I was talking to Hussimo before the draft. We decided I should just shut up and wait until we're live. But for best ball, quarterback and tight end is so much more valuable than it is in a standard redraft. Because in your home league, you can just draft quarterback, tight end super late and just grab guys off waivers. In best ball, there's no waivers. So what you draft is what you have for that whole season. So you can't just pick up let me think of scrub quarterbacks. So you can't just go Ryan Fitzpatrick, Jameis Winston at the end of the draft. That's not going to cut it in a best ball. And I've had to learn that the hard way. I'm going to give you guys straight up, fellas. Confession time. I'm not that great at best ball, to be honest with you guys. In terms of I'm good at redraft and stuff, but I'm not. If you get me in a best ball draft, I'm not going to dominate or have any kind of edge over anyone. It's the roster construction is such a hard part of it, because you have to understand you have to either get 2 stud quarterbacks or 3 mediocre ones. And if you spend 3 picks on quarterbacks in the rounds 7 to 10, then you're screwing up your whole team. So it gets tough. But yeah, generally speaking, you want to have 2 stud quarterbacks and tight ends, or 3 mediocre ones of each. Running backs and wide receivers 4 to 6 running backs, something 6 to 8 wide receivers is how you want your team to look.
So where do quarterbacks normally go? Where do quarterbacks normally go in these?
It's gonna be on the ADP, but like as early as like for like Mahomes, like early as like round 2.
Okay.
But yeah, so quarterbacks and tight ends have a little bit of a premium. Yeah, like you'll see Kelsey go 110, Kittle go 202, and it's just because the stability of the position matters a lot. Because if you just take zeros every week, you're not gonna you have zero chance of winning.
Is anyone really like? You said you weren't that good at best ball. Is anyone really like on the dot with best ball or like super?
No,
good
there's
at
dudes
ball?
out there that are sharp. There's dudes out there that are super sharp at best ball.
So,
I wish I could think of one. But yeah, like FFPC and those guys have like best ball leagues and stuff. And there's like super dude, people will put like racks on best ball drafts and be like, there's sharks out there that'll do like a $600 main event over at FFPC and just run a best ball.
Jesus.
In the middle of March too, like it's nothing.
We're hitting a little
what do we have
$3
here?
one.
We got we're a little $3 one, you know.
Big sharks.
Zeke, Devontae Adams, Kelsey. I think they might even have $100 ones on Underdog. I could be wrong though.
You got.
I like that we're repping Roto Underworld though. Repping.
Oh shit.
Little player profiler shout out. I wonder if that's somebody I know, but I doubt that anybody I know would just go by straight up Roto Underworld.
Fuck no. You got I was about to say AJ Brown was up there. Mixon.
I haven't
Swift.
even really looked at who I would like to pick, to be honest with you. So you have back-to-back picks. Mixon, Swift. Yeah, I hate it because it's like what everybody does in this format is it seems like the move is just to hammer running backs, and I think that's what I'm going to end up doing.
Isn't that what you did last time?
That's what I literally always do. I just hammer running backs. I hammer running backs unless if I'm late first and like I can get a Devontae Adams or something. But I'm not taking a wide receiver until 107. That's the problem. If I'm going to get the 104, then I'm just forced to go crazy.
Right. I'm looking to pick up Patty here, hopefully. I mean, 212 isn't terrible, I don't think, for him.
I would say slight reach. His ADP is 38. I don't know. I would do whatever your heart desires.
Okay. All right.
You don't have to get Patty. You can always come around and get somebody else.
Because
I don't mind the idea of like doubling up on wide receivers, going like Metcalf and Jefferson, or maybe even going. I could even see like a Sanders Metcalf.
All right, I'm gonna just pick up.
You could just do your thing,
Jefferson here, and then I get some more time because I'm not picking for a while. I mean, they'll be quarterbacks.
Here's the thing. I gotta ask you something point blank here. I gotta ask you. We're saying Justin Jefferson over DK Metcalf for 2021. That's Hussimo's. Is that how you feel?
I'm picking up Metcalf still, but that is.
I almost feel like you take Metcalf and just say that you took him back to back, and you probably you could have taken Metcalf over Jefferson.
No. I would have taken Jefferson first. I was planning on either taking a running back or a quarterback there, but I mean, Metcalf and Jefferson. That's a really good wide receiver room to have. But no, I'd take Jefferson over Metcalf all day, honestly. Just because Russell Wilson did have a huge season last season, and Justin Jefferson was working with Kirk Cousins. So,
that's fair.
Obviously, I'm a big fan of Metcalf. I'm not gonna the season wasn't inflated, but there's
Osimo is the biggest fan of Metcalf.
I am the biggest fan of Metcalf.
That's why it was a little bit of a problem that we go Jefferson over Metcalf there.
Yeah, in all reality, what's up?
That was just a trick because you ended up taking him the next pick anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him there.
Just gassing.
Too much to pass up, but
I think you're right because Russ, they're saying Russ isn't really going to cook this season. You know what I mean? So it does get kind of dicey with DK Metcalf because they might just they might not pass it as much, and that's the biggest problem with Metcalf is volume. If he could just get if somebody just handed him 140, 150 targets a season, he would be a top 3, top 5 wide receiver.
Right. I mean, they were saying they want to get the running backs the ball more. Is Penny coming back now? Are all of them coming back now?
Rashad Penny, yeah, Rashad Penny.
And
Chris Carson got re-signed.
Yeah, so they really want to run the ball more, and if your quarterback has an amazing season and you're doing amazing as a wide receiver, that's slightly less. It's like Josh Jacobs going off kind of thing. Even though I believe Metcalf is a true talent, it's just worrying when you have super great numbers off a great quarterback play.
Sure, there's a lot of efficiency stuff that we really weren't like. Russ is a great quarterback, but that kind of volume and that kind of efficiency, like he's never received an MVP vote, and like last year was the first time that I'm not sure if he even received an MVP vote. He was the front runner for a while there, but yeah, it seemed like things slowed down towards the end. It seemed like the volume wasn't there. So Mahomes finally went. He went at the 310. So you're right. You weren't going to end up getting him, but so it goes Carson, Sanders, Dobbins. I didn't really like taking Dobbins there. I was eyeing down Michael Thomas. It's pretty crazy. He's going at the 312. My take with Michael Thomas, dude, is like he was wide receiver 1, and I get that he did it with Drew Brees. Here's the one thing that I'm hesitant about with Michael Thomas is that if Taysom Hill becomes a starter, because I don't think that Taysom Hill is that great of a quarterback. I think he's going to run the ball a lot, take a lot of volume away. But if Jameis Winston starts for like 16 games with Michael Thomas, he's going to be in that Chris Godwin role. Like we've seen Chris Godwin out of the slot. We've not only seen Chris Godwin out of the slot, we've seen Jameis Winston support Chris Godwin out of the slot and Mike Evans on the outside. Like he can have multiple wide receiver 1s on the same offense, and Michael Thomas is there by himself. So he's a guy that I really like.
I think he's just getting kind of the old tax, kind of like a lot of people see him having a wash-up season this season, but he's a great 100%. Pick there for the value.
Shout out line of scrimmage. That's a solid start. This guy at the 401, so he was drafted at the 112. He goes Akers, Eckler, and then Michael Thomas, Julio. That is a start that I can get behind.
That's fucking nice right there.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Michael Thomas. I'm a big fan of Julio. Julio was having some trade rumors this morning, though.
Really? For where?
They were saying that what's his name? They were saying that the Falcons were trying to trade back, or like if they trade back, they were pretty much saying that like Julio's kind of on the block.
They're just dumping Julio with whatever trade they're.
I've decided I'm going Josh Allen.
Nice.
That's what needs to happen.
Is Josh Allen there? Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Decided Josh Allen. There's a lot of wide receivers I like, but I think I can get something to fall to me. That's what I've decided. Something will fall. And I hate it. This is literally always the way that I approach these drafts.
I might hit
where
up,
I just hammer running backs, go quarterback, and figure the rest out.
I might hit up FaZe Kyler right here.
FaZe Kyler,
and then maybe back to back with a little bit of Lamar. Nah, actually, Kyler and Russ would be a great start. You're not saying back to back quarterbacks there? I do need an RB, but
you can, and I've done it. I mean, like honestly, with these best ball drafts, like you can really do whatever you want.
Right.
You're saying you need an RB. RBs do tend to get super thin later on, but
yeah, they're super thin right now. Lamar is looking super nice, or like Justin Herbert maybe. Who knows? I think I'm picking up a. No, never mind. All right, that might have been a super reach. That might have been a super reach.
How far down the board was he? I feel like not that far. I don't mind that. I honestly don't mind that pick in the 5th. I'd probably rather Godwin.
Yeah.
But everyone else, I don't really I don't really have a problem with it. I've been hearing a lot of Adam Thielen slander on the timeline recently, which I don't hate. Please let me get Godwin, bro. Oh my God, yes.
Who do they have at quarterback?
Yes. Thielen, Kirk Cousins.
He's still there, and he's just.
It was a weird situation last year because you say like you kind of got two wide receivers in like similar situations, or not similar situations, but Jefferson also kind of has the problem of volume, and he got a decent amount of volume last year. But the problem that you run into is that they run the ball a lot with Dalvin Cook, right. And you also have Thielen there, so he can't like be like this super dominant alpha.
Yeah.
So it does get dicey, and then they also run a lot of 12 personnel, which is 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. So it's just like. It's very not like a super modern offense. Like he's almost it's actually crazy that he had so much success last year because he was kind of in a similar role to like pretty much what the Browns do with OBJ and Jarvis Landry, but like a lot better in a way.
I'm looking right now. I just gotta I'm stressing over this RB spot right now. I gotta figure something out here.
The way RB shakes out. Yeah, after Kareem Hunt, it's just a huge cliff. Oh, there it is.
I thought I saw never mind. Huge cliff. Wow.
Yeah, like literally, this is why like I always hammer running backs early, But I've seen the 0 RB thing where you just say like I'll just punt running back and go crazy. Like that works. And I've seen it work. It's not something that I love or something that I do often. I do it sometimes. Like if I go Devontae Adams like back end of the first and then I come back around like a Tyreek Hill's there, then I'm like, all right, bet. But I'm not going 0 RB unless if you give me like super crazy wide receiver options pretty much.
What are we saying about Myles Gaskin? Like, I know it's a really weird situation, but is he the lead back there?
He is for now. I think that they probably draft a running back, but like the pick is kind of like it's almost like it's kind of just like a gamble on like what is going to happen in the draft. If Myles Gaskin comes out clean, you're getting Myles Gaskin at what, like ADP 80, so that's like 12 times 5, 12 times, I don't know. It's like it's something up there. 60, 72. So it's like an 8th round ADP. He probably comes back down to like 5th round ADP, borderline Kareem Hunt range if the Dolphins go through the entire NFL draft and don't draft a single running back, at least in like the first like 4 rounds. Which wouldn't shock me because they do kind of seem like a Moneyball type team. I'm going to say, dude, Tony Pollard in the 6th round is unforgivable. This guy P. Barth, right?
Jesus
This
Christ.
guy must have, like, that is insane. And I do love Tony Pollard. I think he's a great player. But at no point in time will he give you a startable week unless if something happens to Zeke.
Yeah.
So P. Barth 55. I'm sorry, but that is irresponsible. Is all I would have to say.
I'm also looking at the other RB I was looking at is James Conner.
That's interesting. That's interesting to me as well. That's interesting.
He's in a backfield.
The thing I'll say, like, keep an eye on the ADP. We're coming around on pick. I want to say what if you're gonna have 612, so like 6 times, like pick 72. You can get a lot of these running backs. Like we're at pick 72. Once you come back around, like don't be afraid to just get value everywhere. And then like I'm kind of the idea of just like if you're gonna punt it, just punt it and just figure it out later. You know what I mean? Instead of like burning a 6th rounder on it, maybe just be strong everywhere else but running back.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, you have McCaffrey? I actually really like the idea of just anchoring things down with McCaffrey and then just kind of throwing darts later.
Right.
So now I'm up. Wow. Okay, so I think that I might go. I'm not even really a big fan of Mark Andrews. What wide receivers we have here? Not a big fan of anything on the board. I think that I will go Mark Andrews, though. I've just decided I'm not really even a big Mark Andrews guy. And I think you could even make the case for what's his name, TJ Hawkinson over him. But I'll go Mark Andrews. It just seems like a great pick. I'm getting him at 10 picks of ADP value. You can see on the bottom right, it shows you like where you picked him and where they're at ADP.
Right.
So I just picked that pick 69. So yeah, you're going to be at 72. So just keep that in mind with ADP. So I would keep like within a round of ADP. So like what, like 84 is like the deepest I would go.
Oh, because I was looking at Fant. I'm not going to cap.
You could wait a whole nother for Fant.
Fine.
Fine.
Fuck. I was looking at Russ too. All right, that's
Dude,
fine.
You know who I was looking at, but I'll point you in his direction. Jalen Hurts is actually like a banger pick right there.
I mean, I was gonna say you can't like. I already have Kyler, who's kind of young, so I don't want to pick 2 young guys. But I'll go Jalen.
Yeah, I mean, you could do whatever though. You could also get like tight end, or you could get a wide receiver. There's plenty of options up there.
Yeah, it's a little $3 best ball. I'll go Jalen. Kyler and Jalen in the QB room, I think that's a lock.
Yeah, I'm actually a big fan. I love the way your team goes. And now here's the thing, fellas. Actually, I'll get into it once we're both off the clock. So next thing you got, looking at Boyd, Fuller, Anderson, Hawkinson.
I'll take Hawkinson there.
Hawkins, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of this start that you're cooking. This is like that's a good start, dude. Like Kyler and Hurts bang, like CMC banger, Jefferson and Metcalf banger. Slight reach on IU. You got him. You picked him at pick 49. His ADP is 60. So like 11 pick reach, but like it's not the end of the world at all.
What was I about to say?
So Hurts was actually the guy I was looking for at this point in the draft.
Okay.
Man. So Tyler Boyd, Will Fuller.
If you need a
Tyler
wide receiver,
Boyd just seems like someone that always goes crazy. What's up? What would you? What are you
I
recommending?
mean, no, I'm not saying get Debo, but I'm interested in Debo.
No, Debo is interesting. I think I go like I don't even love Tyler Boyd at all. I don't
No,
like Tyler Boyd.
I think his
I've
job's
decided I'm
most at
going
risk.
Fuller. I've decided I'm going Fuller. There it is. There it is. I'm going
All
Fuller.
right, yeah.
Fuller was dude. What Fuller was wide receiver 7 last year, and before he got hurt, Tua's a freaking beast. Like Fuller's nice, especially if the Dolphins don't draft a wide receiver, which I think they do. I think they probably get Chase or Waddle or something like that in the first round. But I think Devontae Parker is trash. I think who else do they even have? I don't know. After Devontae Parker, it's
Preston
literally
Williams.
nobody.
I fucking have Preston Williams.
Yeah, Preston Williams, Jakeem Grant. Like, there's literally nobody there besides Will Fuller, in my opinion. Like, those guys are all kind of like I know Gasecki's there. I know there are people there, but it's not enough competition for me to be worried. But the thing I was gonna say, something you really want to do in best ball, or something that's like good practice in best ball, is stacking. So you line up your quarterback with the wide receivers. So like, what do you have now? Hurts and Russ would have been so nice for Metcalf, bro.
I was gonna get Russ in that QB spot, and he got taken the pick before me.
So I'm trying to think. So so Murray and Hurts. So now you're looking at like Christian Kirk, and like we're talking about like late round dart throws later on, like Christian Kirk, Andy Isabella, AJ Green. Then Jalen Hurts. You're looking at like Jalen Hurts. So you're looking at Jalen Rager. You're looking at Goddard if he's available later. You're looking at like. After that, I'm kind of like, who knows? Like, I don't know, maybe Greg Ward, like super late.
This really isn't a team built for stacking. If I got Russ, it would have filled out everything perfectly. But
yeah, Russ would have been gas because Lockett is definitely not available. But there is a tight end, Gerald Everett, out there. That's really interesting. So where are we at?
I don't really like the tight ends over there at Seahawks.
No, they just they just got a new one. His name's Gerald Everett, and he's a beast. He's going to be very good.
I know Gerald Everett's a beast, but like they have too many. I know that they were playing like.
No, that's actually fair. That's fair. They do have Will Dissly, and I think they.
One. I think his name is like Luke something.
Who was the other one? Luke Wilson.
Luke Wilson, yeah, I think it was Luke Wilson.
I don't know if he's even active these days. Let me just check real quick. We got 9 picks away. Marquise Brown, Miles Gaskin, Mike Davis, AJ Dillon, all go. I honestly wouldn't have. I wouldn't have hated like the 701 like a Gaskin or something. But I don't mind just keep on kicking that can down the road, if you will.
Ooh, running backs are gone. If James Conner is gone here, I really don't.
But you got McCaffrey to anchor things. You only need to start 2 running backs a week. You only need to start 2 a week. That's the biggest thing about zero RB in this format is like I think you have to start 3 wide receivers, a flex, 2 running backs. So it's like you can just kind of get by with like that's probably one of the best starts you can do is just like have an anchor running back and then go from there. Like maybe even go Devontae Adams and come back around and get like a Mixon and then just hold off after Mixon.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it's just Will Dissly and Gerald Everett. I don't know who. I think they had a third guy. I don't want to be wrong here, but I believe maybe Greg Olsen played on the Seahawks last year. I feel like I'm gonna get roasted if I'm wrong about that.
No. I think yes, because he was talking to DK about Greg Olsen playing with DK's dad.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, but Greg Olsen's he retired or whatever, so that opens things up ever so slightly. Will Dissly is very interesting though. How's this Roto Underworld guy drafting here? Man, I don't really I don't love it. I do not love it. I will say that much.
James Conner got picked up, so now it's looking tough. Maybe a Fat Leo, maybe a Ronald Jones.
Now your boy's on the board, and I'm taking Curtis Samuel at all costs. If this guy does not take him, I would love to have the boy.
Man. That's what I would have taken.
If you can get I was gonna say I'm gonna take Curtis Samuel here. Yeah, I'm gonna go Curtis Samuel. He's literally he's nice. I really like the system he's gonna be in this year. What was I gonna say though? Stafford, Gallup. I was saying Fournette or Ronald Jones are both pretty interesting to me.
Do you need is 2 tight ends a crazy a not good lineup?
if you have like two, like I know you're eyeing Fant. If you go Hawkinson and Fant, you can lock those two in and feel really good about things. I would actually recommend doing that.
All right. I am still
so
looking
then you lock in tight end, you lock in quarterback after that, and then you can just focus on RB wide receiver the rest of the way. Oh my god.
Fuck.
that is rough.
Damn it.
I will also say, fellas, man, if there are two guys that Hasimo is a truther for, a long believer in, it would be, or we'll say three. We got Noah Fant and DK Metcalf, and then you also have Isaiah Crowell.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
We don't look at that one. Isaiah Crowell. You could double up on Fournette and Ronald Jones and just kind of hope that, one gives you 1 week, one gives you the other week. No, and just kind of round up that backfield.
I was one pick away from Russ, one pick away from Fant. That would have been a monster.
You didn't get him sniped.
Jesus.
So I have one quarterback, one tight end. I got to start focusing on that a little bit more. I'm set at running back. Cooks, Landry, Tanyan is not somebody I'm interested in. I'm pretty interested in Burrow here. I think I'd probably go Burrow.
That's a nice pick. Did Burrow play well?
Or Tannehill? He played pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna go Burrow. I like Burrow. He's got some rushing upside to him. I could go. It's probably a safer pick to go Brady or Tannehill, but it's best ball. Maybe Joe Burrow has that second year crazy. I can't think of.
I don't know.
Lamar Jackson had a crazy second year. The rushing upside's there. I wish I could pull up the. Come on. That's actually kind of a fair take that maybe it screws up his mobility, or maybe he's less. He's less willing to run, but I don't know.
Especially with Lamar Jackson being the next name. Especially with Lamar Jackson being the next name out of your mouth.
Yeah,
I would not say he's juking people out there.
Let me see. His rushing. He was 16th in carries per game, 11th in red zone carries. Yeah, nothing really crazy.
All right. He's got legs.
11th in red zone carries for a guy that only played 10 games, actually pretty sick. Red zone carries per game, still only 11, so that didn't really do anything per game. But yeah, 13.6 rushing yards per game. Let me chill on his rushing upside. It's really not at all. If I wanted someone rushing, to be honest with you guys, to be honest with the viewers out there, if I could re-roll that pick, I'd probably take Ryan Tannehill. But we'll just kind of gloss.
Justin Fields is up there. I'm just looking.
Ryan Tannehill only averaged 3 more rushing yards per game. I don't really. That's fine. Looking at Fields, man. Oh, Fields is actually really interesting for that.
Yeah, I mean, I already have Murray and Hurts. I'm looking at talent now. Probably should just be looking at RB, honestly, but it's just not a good site right now.
You also only have 3 wide receivers right now, too. I would say, I would say just look at wide receiver, running back. Try and get the value you can, scoop up whatever we got. So now we're starting to get rookies get drafted. We got Jalen Waddle at the 10:02, Devonta Smith at the 9:09. Trevor Lawrence at the 9:07. Wow.
Okay, I'm starting
Trevor Lawrence in year 1 over Brady and Matt Ryan.
Crazy.
Maybe not, but who knows?
David Johnson's still in Houston?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What pick are we at, Kerr? We'll know what pick I'm after I make this pick. Or actually, look at Dallas. He just grabbed Higby. All right, so we're at pick 112. So just keep that in mind with the ADP.
Word.
112. Kenyon Drake, Devontae Parker, Michael Pittman. I actually really want Corey Davis. That's what I've decided. If Corey Davis can fall to me, I'm going to take Corey Davis. If I can't get Davis, though, I will take Mike Gesicki.
I've been eyeing him down.
That's the hill I'm dying on.
I'm starting to like him more and more the more we talk about him. The more we
Corey Davis?
Yeah.
Yeah, Corey Davis can be somebody that I really like this year. Wow, okay.
I talked to you about that Sammy Watkins comparison, man. And I was high on Sammy for a while.
Sammy Watkins comparison kind of works. Sammy Watkins would have been a beast if he didn't get hurt. So yeah, I'm gonna go Corey Davis there. Easy.
Damn.
Who've been the beast if he didn't get hurt. The problem is that Corey Davis went top 5 as well. But Corey Davis isn't he was never the type of prospect that Sammy Watkins was. Sammy Watkins was supposed to be a god. He was a Jamar Chase level prospect. So I honestly think that you kind of have me talking to myself here. At this point, though, Like there is an outside chance that Jamar Chase could end up like Sammy Watkins. Like nobody's a sure thing. As much as like we all think Jamar Chase is goated, could happen. It's in the range of outcomes. So what are you looking at? You're looking at David Johnson, Drake. You could get Rager for Hurts.
I'm getting probably McCole Hartman at the wide receiver. He's probably going to be the first one to buy me some time because running back is not looking crazy. I really like McCole there just because Sammy's gone. Whoa! What are we holding on?
We're at pick 119.
Yeah.
You got time for McCole?
I think it's a little late. I think it's a little late. McCole already in the roster.
Rager, Kenyon Drake, David Johnson. Wow, Chuba Hubbard. That is an interesting one.
It's looking tough. I wanted to, honestly, with Christian McCaffrey, and if Ronald Jones or Leonard Fournette, one of them gets injured, the other one's probably I got both of them there. So at this point, a rookie probably has more upside than any of these guys. So I just want to have that deep stash there. And if he goes to a good spot, then big ups. I don't know. If
yes, I suppose. Pittman, Kenyon Drake, David Johnson, Bateman, Marvin Jones. Oh, I'm gonna get Gabriel Davis for Josh Allen. If I was smart, I would have went Cole Beasley before the turn and then went Gabriel Davis afterwards. But I'm gonna go. I actually like Cole Beasley better. Let's go. But yeah, I would say personally, I would say that Chuba Hubbard is a rough one there. I'll say that is a rough one. And I'll only say that because I think that his ADP is only so high because it's only recently that people are starting to hate Chuba Hubbard. Chuba Hubbard, he was looking good and then he had his pro day, but this ADP data isn't like it's just like probably just accumulated over the time. So it still hasn't came down yet, but I think that Chuba Hubbard is going to correct a little bit. And even at that, now here's the thing. I'm all for getting your guy.
Right.
It is late, but technically you reached a round for both Chuba Hubbard and McCole Hartman. That's the only gripe I would say.
That's fucked.
11 picks, 11 doesn't seem like a lot, but that's like a whole round. You know what I mean? I probably in that situation I probably go Jalen Rager and I probably go Jalen Rager and David Johnson in that situation. But to each his own, Chuba Hubbard could be fine. Maybe Chuba Hubbard goes third round, second round. The thing about David Johnson is he's not sexy. The thing is, you were talking about upside. You don't really need that upside at your RB spot because you have McCaffrey. Now you just need stability at the RB2 spot. And you could even say David Johnson's not sexy, but you could have said the same thing about Mike Davis last year. He's not sexy. He's behind McCaffrey.
That's true.
It's not really about perceived with running backs, especially perceived upside isn't about being having home run hitting ability and stuff like that. It's really just more about accumulating as much volume as possible. So David Johnson's in Houston kind of by himself at this point.
What are we saying about McCole then? Because I'm out of McCole.
McCole's the bozo.
You're out on McCole already. He's
literally bad.
How is he? How old is he? I think 23, 24, right?
He's getting into his third season at this point. I wouldn't take McCole unless if I had Mahomes that, and if it was at ADP. I wouldn't reach a round on McCole. It's kind of he had multiple games last year where he only had one. Yeah, I'm looking at his game logs.
Right.
Last year, I'm looking at his. Okay, I'm 3 picks away. All right, I will look at it in a second, I guess. All right, where are we at? Please tell me Terrace Marshall or somebody is still on the board. Nope.
Hold up.
Gerald Everett. Huh. So Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. My wide receivers looking nice. My tight ends could definitely use some. I need a tight end soon. Oh my God, I'm on the clock. Okay. Christian Kirk, Daniel Jones, Nelson Aguilar, Alexander Madison. What pick are we at? 140. I'm going to go Terrace Marshall because he's my guy. That's what I've decided.
Lord. Ooh, I'm looking tough here too. Trying to think here.
So I'm trying to think of what you even need. You don't need tight end. You don't need quarterback. You're looking at wide receiver, running back. I like something like I think that Kirk to pair up with like Kyler is an interesting idea. I do think that Alexander Madison is interesting at running back. I think past that, nothing is really too interesting at running back.
Yeah. We're gonna go Kirk here, definitely, just to pair up with Kyler. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
Oh, it
Fuck.
might have given you Paris Campbell.
Damn it. All right. Fine.
I feel like you're maybe low key a Paris Campbell guy.
I'm a huge Paris Campbell guy. I was gonna keep talking about McCole. I'm gonna get no, never mind. I'm gonna get Alexander.
After the 1304, we can get into some McCole talk.
All right.
1304. So you passed on Kirk. I might end up scooping him here.
Yeah, that's fucked. I didn't pass on Kirk, but yeah, I was gonna get him. Isn't Paris Campbell one of the interesting Colts wide receivers that we were talking about? Past
like somewhat. He's like somewhat interesting.
Who was it? We were talking about Pittman. Who's in that wide receiver room?
Yeah, it is Pittman. I think I'm gonna go Hunter Henry. I don't really like the pick, but it's what's gonna end up happening. You were saying, yeah, it's Paris Campbell, it's Michael Pittman, it's T.Y. Hilton, and then it's nobody in that receiver room.
Okay, and I know we talked about this, but we decided that, or not decided, but we talked about Paris Campbell being probably the better prospect rather than Pittman.
No, he's a better prospect than Pittman for sure. I just don't really love either of them. I think that they could take a wide receiver in the first round as well. I think that's, or even like in the second round. Yeah, none of their receivers are interesting to me, but if they don't get anybody in the draft, then I guess at that point you have to just kind of big trust and just like one of them will produce. Like that's what it comes down to. One of them will produce, right. But it's just nothing that I'm that interested in. What I was down on the time, or what I saw on the timeline today, was that they could be the team that trades for Julio.
The Colt. Wow.
That's very interesting to me. That's very interesting for me.
Yeah, that's dope.
All right, so going back to Mecole Hardman, we're looking at 17 weeks. There's two times he finished in the top 24 last year.
Right, but that's with Sammy there, kind of thing.
Dude, I think Sammy missed a lot of games, bro.
No,
even in this game, he like yes. I think Sammy wasn't like super healthy.
Like I'm just saying, you put him with Tyreek as like fucking speed demons. That's an explosive offense. Like and especially
Sammy was only in 10 games. It is. I don't know. Mecole Hardman's just not somebody that I like. You wasn't good in college. He hasn't shown anything in the pros. He just isn't somebody that's that interesting to me. He has a 10% target share. Like that's like so insanely rough.
Right. He is 5'10" too, kind of thing.
He's small. 5'10", 187. I think that he might qualify for dynamic beta status, but like that's like whatever. Because like at the end of the day, like with the whole dynamic beta thing, it's like it's cool and all, but like at the end of the day, like you just want like an alpha more so than anything. Especially like if you're drafting on like upside in quotes for like Mecole Hardman, I'm gonna make a video on it eventually. I wrote this down in my notes, but like upside just because a receiver is a deep threat, it doesn't mean he has like insane upside. You know what I mean? Like if we're talking about like so many times like Marquise Brown, Mecole Hardman, Deshaun Jackson, like these guys who are like small speedsters, like they have like this insane. Oh, they could be insane. They have insane upside because no, they just like they have like insane weekly upside because they're like boom bust or whatever. But when you go back and look like at like the top 12 wide receivers from like the last like 5-10 years, they're not many of them look like Deshaun Jackson, Mecole Hardman, Marquise Brown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that is just like kind of what the flaw is in itself. But
I was gonna also let you know.
Mistake.
I just got my Top Shot pack, so that's gonna be ripped open later.
All right, we'll rip that open afterwards. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm up in 2 picks. T.Y. Hilton's still on the board. Nobody wants him. Hayden Hurst, J.D. McKissic, Sterling Shepard. Wow, I actually really like Sterling Shepard. It also seems like this is prime 0 RB running back territory right here.
Yeah. Ooh.
This is Phil Lindsay, Rashad Penny. All right, please let me get Sterling Shepard. I'm begging you, boss. I'm begging you. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Why do
5,
you want
6.
Sterling Shepard so bad?
Because I think that he's a really, really good late round guy. I think that he is a
Really?
really good, like, dude, we're in like the 14th round, and Sterling Shepard is somebody that I would be comfortable like flexing in like a seasonal league, like flexing in a league with like he's like a wide receiver 4 to me. Like I don't mind Sterling Shepard as wide receiver 4.
Who do they have there? They have Galladay, right? And then
Galladay, Ingram, Slayton as well. But
and Shepard.
Shepard, like he just has like the slot role on lock. Like he's always going to play slot there. He's going to get plenty of targets. He's like hot take on the top of my dome. if you want a cheap Tyler Boyd, go grab Sterling Shepard. Or if you want Jarvis Landry 5 rounds after Jarvis Landry, go grab Sterling Shepard. That's the take.
All right. I'm probably going to get Phil here. Nice little running back. And then I was looking at tight end.
And he's gone? Oh, you took him.
No, that's me.
Oh,
scared me there for a fucking second.
Oh.
Probably not going to pick up a tight end here. Next one's Hayden Hurst. So.
Nah, you don't need a tight. Or no, you didn't take Fan. Oh.
Yeah, I did not take Fan. I'm probably going to pick up Hayden Hurst here.
Yeah, Anthony Ferkser was not looking too juicy. I will say it. Anthony Ferkser is the only tight end in Tennessee at this point, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you actually got Hayden Hurst at a really good value. Hayden Hurst, I guess his value, you're actually getting him at a discount right now. Like I said, like for the draft, a lot of these things aren't super up to date. His ADP is 155. You got him at 169, so like a 14 pick value. But I think the reason why he's going down is because of the like whispers about like Kyle Pitts to Atlanta. But if Kyle Pitts doesn't go to Atlanta, then you just got 14 picks of value.
Yeah, that's true.
Super late too. Like no harm, no foul, if you will.
Yeah.
To round out the running back room, I'm going Rashad Penny. I think Rashad Penny is somebody that we could look back and he's a league winner. You know, there's a world out there where Chris Carson goes down and Rashad Penny assumes that role, and he just goes nuts, or not even goes nuts, but just like has like a Mike Davis kind of thing where he just has like fringe RB1 numbers with plenty of volume. Like Chris Carson, he's like injury prone is like kind of a nonsense thing to throw around. Like I've said that in the past, but like running backs get hurt, you know what I mean? And like Rashad Penny's the only other guy in that draft room. The Seahawks don't have a lot of draft picks because they traded them all the way to the Jets for Jamal Adams. Thank you very much. And yeah, I mean, Rashad Penny, it's insane, man. Like as a prospect, he was insane. Like he like 4'6", 5'11", 220. Like there's nothing more you could have asked from the fella, but he's just been kind of bad, kind of hurt all the time.
I remember from being slightly in the Seahawks verse because of DK Metcalf. Vaguely, Chris Carson was saying that him and Penny were going to be top running backs this year because they're both back, they're both healthy.
Chris
Do I believe
Carson was
it?
saying that him and Penny?
Yeah. He was gassing up him and Penny. I guess they have a good chemistry in the backfield over there. Not DJ Dallas, but who gives a fuck?
Very sus.
Why is that very sus?
He's had knee sprain, hamstring strain, ACL and meniscus tears, knee rehabilitation, knee injury.
Why are you listening? Why are you doing them so wrong?
Dude, it's
Jesus.
Because maybe he just holds up for a span of games where Chris Carson goes down. It doesn't have to be a year. It just has to be like a 4 to 5 week stretch, and that 14th round pick pays off so much. I'm looking right now. Chris Carson, I feel like he missed some time last year. He missed 4 games last year. So I mean, he missed 4 games in 2020, missed 3 games in 2019. So I mean, you get 4 or 3 games out. Like DJ, do you remember DJ Dallas this year? DJ Dallas came in and had a couple startable weeks. I started DJ Dallas in a couple leagues.
Is he like a good prospect at all? Like
no, he's garbage.
Okay, all right.
But he had the number 3 overall running back finish in week 8, but that was like about it. No, DJ Dallas, 4th round pick out of Miami, wasn't very good. He's small, he's slow. Or he's not small. He's just slow. He's just like a jag, like just a guy.
Right.
But it's whatever. So Rashad Penny's going to fill out my RB4 spot. Let me peep up on the It's Hussimo roster real quick.
As always,
You got McCaffrey.
the late picks have killed me a little bit. Strong start though.
Strong start. That's the thing. Yeah, Hussimo has just been known for like as you get later on in the draft, Hussimo kind of throws ADP out the window. Kind of does his own thing, and I commend him for that. 100. I fully commend him for that. Because it takes a brave man. It takes a brave man to take Chuba Hubbard at the 125 spot.
I honestly, I love the fucking wide receiver room. Like some people might look at that and think it's terrible, but I fucking love the wide receiver room. I like that a lot. Running backs looking kind of tough, and then quarterbacks I'm pretty settled on. Tight ends wished I could have gotten Fant there, but it's just tough.
So what are we looking at here? 2 quarterbacks, 4 running backs, 7 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. In this position here, is there anybody that I can get that like kind of? Oh my goodness, we're just gonna go Devin Singletary. That's what I've decided. We'll go 5 running backs deep. Do we have another round or no? Do I have another pick? Okay, so my last pick will be a wide receiver. I like the 2-5-8 too. I think that's actually I think that might actually be meta, but I'm not sure.
Does Chicago have a running back past Tariq? Oh yeah, they have
it's Montgomery and then Tariq. Yeah.
Fuck.
Tariq Cohen. Well, Tariq Cohen's actually really. I kind of wish I took Tariq Cohen there. To be honest with you.
Yeah, he's not.
Tariq Cohen's a really good pick, dude. I wouldn't take another running back though. I would say 7 is like where I would max out.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking
at that point. I would go receiver.
I just feel uncomfortable at RB2, so I'm probably gonna go.
Get Ravens. You could get Ravens wide receiver 1, Sammy Watkins.
Oh my god, yes, fucking love Sammy. What was I about to say? I was thinking about tight end there a little bit, but I'll just pick one up later. But Sammy Watkins at the wide receiver. What's up?
I forgot that you do. Oh no, you have a second tight end. I think you're actually fine at tight end. I think Hawkinson will hold down the fort.
Word.
I'd probably go another receiver. Just what's your construction at? You're at so you have one more pick. So 2, 7, 6, 2. Yeah, I'd go another receiver. 6 wide receivers is really thin. I think the problem is the late round thing for you is that I think that you lose sight of the fact that those guys are going to be put in your starting lineup at some point.
Yeah,
you have to yes, you want to shoot for upside, and yes, you want to get your guy, but you can always you could usually always get your guy probably a round later.
I just use my values at that point.
I know. I think that is probably your biggest downfall. Is just
it's fucked.
I would just yeah. I've seen some things. I've seen some things go very wrong at the back end of drafts for Hussimo. It's just and the thing is that Hussimo will get probably one of the most rock solid first 5 rounds in the league, and then all of a sudden Isaiah Crowell or a Bryce Love or
no, we don't talk about that one.
Here's the thing. What I'll say, Huss, is I think when honestly the McCole Hardman that's not really that egregious. I'll say when they're reaching I don't mind reaching on anybody after round 10. I think that's a good rule of thumb to have. I don't mind after round 10 reach on whoever you want, but within that 5 to 10 range still be super conscious of ADP, player values, all that. And then once it's round 10, then you can go get your guys later on.
Yeah, I'm super fucking tactical in those first 4 rounds. I think a lot about
And you draft super solid starting lineup. You drafted in our home league. You drafted Stephon Diggs in round 6.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else, because you got something. You got something, but even then you do start taking your guys too early.
I got
but Mixon was trash. I had Mixon in that league. I had Mixon everywhere.
God damn, you're way too high on fucking Mixon.
Yeah, I wasn't super high on Mixon, but I was pretty high on Mixon. I'm always high on Mixon, and I always will be high on Mixon because it's always a good process to be high on Mixon until it doesn't work out.
It hasn't worked out, my God.
What I was gonna say, he had one really good year. What I was gonna say was We'll see. I'm actually excited for the guys in the Discord. For if anybody has watched this video to this point in time and you're here chilling with us in the 18th round, make sure you go down below, join the Discord, man. If you've made it this far, like at some point you might as well get something out of it. You might as well like just join the Discord and join the Discord. Let me know that we sent you and you're from like the 18th round of this video. But in the Discord, we're gonna have subscriber leagues going and stuff like that. And I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty excited to hop into a subscriber league. I want to have like our founding subscriber like seasonal league, get Husimo in there, and we can kind of see how those rounds 5 to 10 go.
Yeah, we have
go from there.
I was gonna say we have a lot of plans for making a system so that we can be a lot more interactive with you guys as long as you guys are willing to gas back. So we're down to have 100%. A bunch of subscriber leagues. Definitely upcoming stuff for the Discord if we're just promoting ourselves at this point.
I was to be honest, I was trying to just like cheekily sneak it in there, but Husimo went with the full promo.
Let's just be upfront here. It's the last rounds. If you're here this long, you don't mind a little bit of a promo.
But yeah, join the Discord. Subscriber leagues. We're gonna have like a little spot in the Discord. We're probably gonna have like a little spot with the subscriber leagues, and then each of them have like their own league chat. Because I really do wish that I'm in a Dynasty league with Husimo from Reddit, but I wish that we had like a Discord for the chat because things get messy and like you'll just have points in time where nobody says anything for a long time. It happens in every league, but if you just have a Discord where everybody meets up, I feel like it'd be much easier and much more active, I guess. But regardless, all right. So finish the squad, view full draft. All right. So first up, I think that we should review Husimo's team. He goes McCaffrey in the first, and then we don't really even need to go over the teams, to be honest. I feel like we've talked through the picks. We've said our piece. I think that I think if I can do this smoothly, I can kick the screen share over to you.
Word.
And then I think that you could get that pulled up after. Make sure you pull the pack first or whatever. Or actually, we'll probably see you after he purchases it, so nobody steals his credit card, and so that you're not sitting here.
It's all good.
Oh, okay.
We're literally chilling.
All right, I think that you can share your screen.
I share this?
Oh, there it is. Yes, sir.
Are we looking at it?
Yes, sir. Little bonus for anybody that's made it this far. Yes, sir.
Pack time. Let's go. I don't even know what's in here. But we're just gonna
just
quick open them all.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What a wild thing to do. Oh my god.
I always rip them as quick as possible, and it's always gone well. Little Kyrie jump shot. I already have this one.
What have you pulled that has ever been insane?
I don't like. It's always gone good. Like Kyrie's not fucking insane, but like, oh my god.
It's actually a 6 shot.
Fucking buzzer from Dame. You'd love to see it. And then a Luka card. All this shit looks fucking great. I love that.
Valued at like $9.
Right now, but we're waiting for the jump. You're telling me that the fucking quick pack opening is unlucky. This shit was gas.
I would argue that it is, but regardless, anybody that's made it this far, man, I appreciate it for you getting this far. As always, man, make sure you subscribe, leave a like, comment, and I appreciate you, Husimo, hopping onto the channel. This is the third and last podcast for his like project or whatever he's doing. He'll be on the channel plenty more times from here going forward. Like, that's not just his project thing, but these were like kind of mandatory, I guess.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. It was fun, and I'm hoping to do this again.
Yeah, man. Also, we're gonna probably right now, pending Husimo's plans. Hopefully, we get like a draft live stream going. Might even have Husimo live in the flesh at my crib, off camera, of course. Man stays anonymous. But yeah, all right, man. As always, you can find me at @Ronstro_ on Twitter. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Thirsty, trying to choose. I know I'm critical. My nitty baby.